Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Joe Wednesdays. This is JHaubz, and here's what's been happening with me this week. So today I actually went to a Reds game. The group that I'm with at my work decided they were going to do a little group outing. And we decided to go to a Reds game, and it was pretty fun. It could have been a lot better if the team was actually doing decently, but it was kind of a miserable game. Unfortunately, they were playing the Cubs, and I think the second batter up for the Cubs hit a home run, and then like the next inning they scored like 4 runs and something like that. So the Reds were not doing too hot, so it wasn't that fun of a game to actually watch. But the social interaction was a really good time. So I think it was worth it in the end. But maybe we'll vote on something else to do next time. Next time we talk about doing a group outing. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I find that any time that I don't have to do parent duties and work duties and like everything is kind of accounted for, I I like relax into like kind of a different person almost because like obviously Lydia is at daycare, so I didn't have to worry about her. Mom's working, she's doing her thing, don't have to worry about her for anything. And then obviously I was doing a work outing, so there wasn't any work to worry about. So like there was just this fixed afternoon window of like I don't have to, wear all these mantles of responsibility. So um I just kind of zen out a little bit, and I almost like I feel like I kind of act like a different person because like I'm much more relaxed. I have no problem like interacting with people and socializing. All my self-consciousness it just kind of goes poof. um so it was kind of definitely interesting to be in that scenario with my coworkers and just kind of being able to interact with them and talk with them. And like I said, like I was like not self-conscious about how I was talking and anything like that, and I was just I had a really good time. So um I did tell him though, like that if any of you guys are watching, like this was a shirt that I meant to wear to the game. I think I just had a bit of a brain fart, and I just wore like business casual attire to work before I went to the game. I didn't bring a change of clothes or anything like that. But normally, anytime I go to a sporting event, since I'm not really that into like following a specific team or anything like that, I usually just wear this shirt to any of the outings. So yay, sports! Okay, so in Lydia news, small Lydia update. She's doing okay. She's now in the preschool room at daycare. So she's had a bit of uneasiness as far as transitioning into that room. I think because she's a little more aware that she's changing rooms. Um, but I had to sign an incident report the other day because apparently she was kind of like rolling around on the cot that she was taking a nap on, and she bonked her head. Now she still had like a little bit of a mark from when she really clocked herself on the shelf a couple weeks ago, or months ago. I don't know how long it was now, but I think they thought that she gave herself that mark, and I was like, no, that's been there. So I wasn't too worried about it. But what I found funny about their description of it was they said that like she hit, but she didn't have any reaction to it. Um, and I was like, well, if I'm correct, it probably just didn't hurt. That's why she didn't react. But if they're correct and she was just like not reacting to the pain that it was causing, I'm like, well, she very well may come by that honestly, because I know for me that was something that I know I did as a kid a lot. If I was hurt, I did not want to show it for I don't know what reason. Like maybe I thought I was going to get in trouble or something like that. A funny story on that along that line that I remember from my childhood. My godparents were good friends with my parents, which is why they were my godparents in the first place. Um, but we would have regular cookouts where my godfather would make shish kebabs for us, and would grill at our house, and he'd grill up some like corn on the cob, and then they also made what they called yummy buns, and the name was aptly put because they were delicious to just eat. Um, but I remember this one time we were cooking, and he had like this smaller grill that he was cooking the corn on the cob on, And like, they had, generally told me like, hey, like, gotta stay away from the grill or whatnot. But I don't even remember what I was doing, like playing with, like my siblings or something like that. And I got too close to that grill, and I got a good sized burn from it on the side of my calf. And like, nobody knew because I didn't make a sound. I just suddenly ran up to my room. Because I got like, oh my god, that hurt so much, but I didn't want anybody to know, so I just like panic froze and then ran from my room. And then it wasn't until like later that I came down and I told mom that I burned my leg, and then they were like, oh god, let's take care of it. But yeah, so if Lydia's doing similar things of like getting hurt but not showing it, she comes by that honestly because Dad did the exact same thing. Anyway, okay, so to move on to some other stuff, so I don't know, way back even before the pandemic, so we're talking early 2020, I started doing these 30-day challenges. They were really just kind of arbitrary things. There were things that I wanted to work on, or just like, just things that I wanted to try to see if I could pick up a better habit, something like that. I know I've talked about the YouTuber Wheezy Waiter, who does those things a lot on his channel, and who I was watching and kind of inspired me to, just try it out. Anyway, reason I even bring that up is because I'm thinking of just starting off some of those things again. I have like a running list on my phone of like a few different ideas of what I wanted to try. Like I know some Tai Chi from my martial arts time, so like do Tai Chi every morning for 30 days, or like find some arbitrary time for like reading an amount for 30 days or something like that. I have a bunch of different ideas. I was wondering if there was anybody interested in doing something like that with me, and I don't think it would necessarily have to be like we'd have to do the same challenge or something like that, but like if there's like something that you've had in mind that like you would like to start doing regularly, and maybe like kind of maybe make it a little bit of a digital community kind of deal where we're kind of encouraging and helping each other do these things, and or talking about our experiences with it with somebody, I'd be very much interested to do that with you. So if anyone's listening that is interested, you can direct message me, leave me a comment or something like that, and I'll get with you. We can share some ideas and talk about if we want to do that. Just wanted to put that out there. And then I guess on the entertaining gaming front, so anybody not interested can zone out a little bit. So I've been playing the Fire Emblem Three Houses on my Switch, and I'm finding that if there are tactical games that involve learning abilities from different job tiers, I definitely find ways to break those games. And I break them in such a way where I figure out the most efficient ways to master jobs or master like talents or skills on each character as much as possible. I find that to be a lot of fun. However, I'm finding that doing that in Fire Emblem, the way I'm doing it right now, is definitely pushing the level of my characters too far, and like I don't know how to get one and not do the other, because I want to learn all the jobs and get people to do as many things as possible, but I also don't want them so overpowered and over leveled that like the rest of the game is just a snore fest because it's not remotely challenging to do the fights. It's like, hey, my character can walk up and take no damage from anybody on the field. Okay, great, just go kill everybody. Like that's like, yes, I could do that, but it just doesn't, it's not as fun. But it is fun to master the job. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm torn in two directions. But yeah, so anyway, so because I do the same thing in Final Fantasy Tactics too, like, but I found a method of mastering the jobs while keeping my level at the same approximately the same place. So like I can master the jobs and then level up with the game with all the jobs mastered, so I can have a little bit of fun that way without being like so OP that it's not fun to play. But yeah, so I still need to figure out how to do that with Fire Emblem if it's possible, but we'll find out. But anyway, so that's it for me. I'm gonna cut myself off here. Hope you guys are having a great week. Love to hear from you in the comments if you want. So until then, Take care. See you later. So hey, I figured out how to do end cards last week and how to link my videos, so I'm going to actually try to do an outro this time. So you shift over here, click up here for my previous Joe Wednesday video, and I'll link down here to some of the game playthroughs that I've done. If you're interested, check it out. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.